Good evening, children. Welcome to 6th standard online class. Hope you are all safe by the grace of God. Today we are going to revise the first unit, measurements. Let us revise the question answers in this unit. Question 1. Define measurement. The comparison of unknown quantities with some known quantities is known as measurement. The comparison of unknown quantities with known quantities is known as measurement. Okay, the next question. Define mass. Mass is the measure of amount of matter in an object. Mass is the measure of amount of matter in an object. Okay, how much amount of matter is present in an object is called its mass. Next question. The distance between two places is 43.65 kilometers converted into meter and centimeter. So we know that 1 kilometer equal to 1000 meter. 1 kilometer equal to 1000 meter, isn't it? So what is given in the question? 43.65 kilometers. Therefore 43.65 kilometers equal to 43.65 into 1000, that is equal to 43,650 meters. Okay, so 43.65 kilometers is equal to 43,650 meters. Then, so we have converted into meter. Now, we are going to convert into centimeter. 1 meter, we also know that 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter. Therefore, 1 kilometer equal to 1000 meter, that is 1000 into 100 centimeter. That is 1 kilometer equal to how much? 1 lakh centimeter. Okay, 1 kilometer equal to 1 lakh centimeter. Therefore, 43.65 kilometer equal to 43 lakhs 65,000 centimeter. 43 lakhs 65,000 centimeter. Did you understood this problem, children? So, always give importance to the problematic questions. Problematic questions, differentiation questions, diagrammatic questions, all these things will fetch you more marks when you compare to the theoretical questions. Okay, comparatively these question problems, differentiation questions, diagrammatic questions, questions which contains diagram, all these will get you more mark. Is it clear, children? Yes. The next question. What are the rules to be followed to make accurate measurement with a scale? Accurate measurement with a scale. Keep the object parallel to the measuring scale. Keep the object parallel to the measuring scale. The object to be measured should be parallel to the measuring scale. Correct position of the eye is also important. We have read. We have to avoid the parallax errors and should be measured from 0. Always when you are measuring, the measurement should start from 0. Note the units correctly. So these are the 4 ways to be followed to make an accurate measurement with the scale. Now once again, problem. Solve the following. The distance between your school and your house is 2250 meters. 2250 meters. Express this distance in kilometers. So 2250 kilometers should be expressed in kilometer. We know that 1000 meter is equal to 1 kilometer. So when you divide this 2250 meter by 1000, what answer you will get? Yes, 2.250 kilometers. So 2.250 kilometers. You can also write 2 kilometers and 250 meters. Is it clear, children? All these things you have studied in your lower classes. Just brush up your memories. So shall we move to the next one, children? Next question. While measuring the length of a sharpened pencil, reading the scale at one end is 2.0 centimeter and at the other end is 12.1 centimeter. What is the length of the pencil? Okay, so we have to find out the length of the pencil. Length of the pencil is equal to final end measurement. Final end measurement minus starting end measurement. Final end measurement minus starting end measurement. What is the final end measurement? It is 12.1 centimeter. Which is the starting end measurement? It is 2.0 centimeter. So 12.1 minus 2.0, that gives you 10.1 centimeter. Simple problems. Are you able to understand this problem, children? Yes, that's fine. Now the detailed answer. The methods employed to find the length of a curved line. There are two methods are employed. We are going to focus on the first method. The first method is draw a curved line AB. Draw a curved line AB on a piece of paper. On a piece of paper. Then place a string along the curved line. Along the curved line. Make sure that the string covers every bit of the curved line. Make the points where the curved line begins and ends on the string. So you have to mark the ending and starting point of the string of the line on the string. Now stretch the string along the length of the meter scale and measure the distance between the two markings of the string. Note this will give you the length of the curved line. Measuring the length by using a divider. So you can measure the, first you have to place a draw a curved line. First what you have to do, you have to draw a curved line. Then you have to keep a string along the curved line and you must verify every bit of the curved line should be covered by the string, and you have to mark the ending and the starting point of the curved line. Ending and the starting point of the curved line. Now stretch the string and measure it with the meter scale. The distance between the two markings should be measured with the help of meter scale. This distance will give you the length of a curved line. This is method 1. The next method, method 2. Draw a curved line AB on a piece of paper. Separate the legs of the divider by 0.5 centimeter or 1 centimeter using a ruler. Place it on a curved line starting from one end. Mark the position of the other end. Move it along the line again and again, cutting the line into number of segments of equal lengths. The remaining part of the line can be measured using a scale. Count the number of segments. Therefore, the length of the line equal to number of segments into length of each segments and the length of the leftover part. So this is very simple, no children? So you have to draw a curved line and you have to separate the legs of the divider. Divider is present in your geometry box, isn't it? So you can take any measurement as you like, and you have to place the divider on the curved line starting from one end, and you have to divide the line into different segments, equal number of segments of equal lengths using the divider. So the remaining part of the line should be measured using a scale. Now you have to count the number of segments, and using this, by following all these methods, the number of the segments into length of the segment, how much centimeter you have taken, that into number of segments you have to multiply, and you have to add the leftover part of the line. That will give you the length of the line. So this is the second method. Now the second detailed answer, fill in the following. So what are they? The properties are given. definitions should be written, basic units of them should be mentioned, and what are the instruments used for measuring them. The first one is length. What is the first one? Length. So for length, what is the definition? The distance between 2 points. The distance between 2 points. What is the unit of length? Meter. Unit of length is meter. The measurement, the instrument used for measuring the length is either we can use measuring tape or meter scale. Is it clear, children? That sounds good. Then comes the mass. Mass is the measure of the amount of matter in an object. Mass is the measure of the amount of matter in an object. The basic unit of mass is kilogram. Basic unit of mass is kilogram. And which is used to measure the mass? Beam balance is used to measure the mass. Okay. Then the next property is volume. Volume can be defined as the space occupied by an object. Space occupied by an object is defined as the volume of the object. The unit of volume is cubic meter. Cubic meter. What is the instrument used? Yes, measuring scale, graduated cylinder. If it is in the case of solid, this measuring scale is used. If it is in the case of liquids, we can use this graduated cylinders. Is it clear, children? Yes. Now the next unit is time. The next property is time. Okay, in time, what is the definition for time? What is the definition for time? Duration between two incidents. Duration between two incidents is defined as time. Okay, duration between two incidents is defined as the time. Then the unit of time is second. Unit of time is second, and the instrument used to measure the time is electronic clock or stopwatch. Electronic clock or stopwatch. So, my dear children, so far we have revised all the question answer from lesson 1, that is measurement. Read all the question answers thoroughly, study well, write a home test. Not only the question answer, I have attached the lesson 1 PDF, lesson 1 exercise PDF also. So, you also concentrate on the 1 marks, children. Keep thoroughly preparing your portions well so that you can score more mark. Hope you have listened very keenly today's revision class, children. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe, obey your parents, make your parents to get vaccinated.